Hello, chat. We're just getting started. Thank you so much for sub.
tomb of
Oh, Chet.
Cavaria. And if there's no questions, then yep, cards are up in 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Oi, hey lass, what are we supposed to do today? I didn't really read the board itself, if you catch my drift.
Investigating this place, trying to find the treasures that were left behind, I believe.
Mm.
If I remember
Really, mate?
correctly.
So we're doing a bit of spelunking.
Yeah.
I believe a large part of it was trying to learn information about the place. The treasures are
Yeah.
not as important. If they are any scrolls or books, texts, those are probably what the quest giver would want,
Hmm.
if anything.
Okay.
Alright. Who's gonna lead the way?
I can. Just in case.
And I guess this is probably pertinent information. This is my first actual quest, so I'll try to do my best.
Okay.
Mine too, lass. My first time doing a quest with the Mr. Shaw. So I'm actually pretty excited. What about you, mate?
I'm a boy.
I've done a couple with
That's
patrol,
okay.
and I'm medical staff there.
Right. So it was a good idea to let you lead the way.
I've kind of focused on defensive magic for the most part, so good for being in the front.
I have a defensive spell and one offensive spell, but I'm mostly more utility. I can probably read most texts, though. Not all of them, necessarily.
That's good, because I probably could not.
I can read a lot of languages. Not all of them, though.
As for me, I'll know how to handle a blade. So if anything shows up, leave it to me, mates.
Is the door unlocked? Let's check this.
The door is unlocked.
Okay. It's a bit wider than I
This place is
expected
quite
it to be, down
spacious, ain't it?
here.
Mm. Keep in mind there could be traps anywhere. At least that would make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Looks like maybe some type of magic barrier on the door over there too.
Can we get a little closer and check it out?
Yeah, we can.
Mm. The first clue mentioned a path, but I guess we're not there yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, straight from
Oh.
the path. The grates will do. Well, there are some grates here. Don't know if
Right.
those- and actually, there's
Maybe
a red
we're
carpet up there,
supposed
so
to
that
follow
could be the
those.
path.
Oh,
Jesus! What the hell just happened?
I think that would be a trap.
Seems like it.
Ugh. One moment, please.
Let's see.
Alright.
But I guess the grates might be our path.
Yeah, there's 3 here. Let's actually see if there's any others up above. I'm gonna go check real quick. I don't see any others.
No.
From here.
So it's probably those down there.
Yeah. It seemed to trigger whenever he stepped on the one,
Look at that
so
bloody thing. Looks like a
probably want
dragon's
to be
skull.
careful. Hmm. I'm not sure how we want to go about.
Well,
that one
there's
seems to trigger some type of
2
trap.
doors. So
Yeah,
it's
this
probably
door.
one of them.
I'm gonna give that gate a look-see if you don't mind.
Just be careful around the grate.
Is it locked?
It is unlocked. The door swings open.
Over here, mates. The path forward.
Maybe.
Water.
Not really much of a swimmer myself.
It doesn't look particularly deep, but
Yeah, and I guess it.
should we
Trips
try and
inside
check
there.
out the other door first, or just go for this
Yeah,
one?
probably before.
Let's
before
weigh
going
all
to a
our options
direction,
before we-
let's- Yeah.
Weigh all our options before we do anything
Mhm.
drastic, mates. Cause that looks filthy. Ugh.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
You know what this reminds me of? The Bloody Grim Reaper.
So
I
I
wonder if there's anything written on it. Just gonna take a closer look at the statue.
You see, like there's a something written. Looks like there's something written right at the base here.
Alright. I noticed some inscriptions over here. Could one of you read this for me?
could try.
I would myself, but my eyes don't particularly work very well.
Well, we'll try to read it over.
Seems like, you know, so it seems like it's written in runic. Is Quill able to read runic?
That is up to you to decide. It's on his sheet. It says he can read most languages.
Okay, so you notice as you read it, it looks like the word deaf is written at the base of it.
What does it say?
Well, I suppose you're right on the iconography. It just says death. From what I can tell, anyways.
I knew it.
Oh!
What the? I think we just set off a trap. Is everyone alright?
I think so.
How about you?
I think so. I can't tell if it hurt me or not because I was right behind the thing.
The attack grazed you.
Okay. Ow.
I think you've only been grazed, mate.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
That's
That's
probably
good times.
fine.
This is gonna start whacking the vases.
Do you not want to check the door first?
You never know. Maybe there's something hidden in these vases. Did I find anything?
You just see sand and broken pieces of pots.
Nothing over here.
Let's maybe try to check out the door barrier.
Yeah, just be careful of the crates in case they do something.
Yeah, let's divvy the responsibility.
Oh, okay.
Anything? There's nothing in these pots.
Right. I'm coming off short, mates.
So we'll try to take a closer look at the barrier to see if he can tell anything about it.
It looks very thick, very thick and sturdy. Force field.
Are there any inscriptions along the door?
You see nothing written on it.
Well, I guess if we're gonna get through here, we'll have to find something. Maybe a key or something. 'Cause I don't think we're getting through that.
I mean, we can always check out the huge ass dragon skull topside over there.
Quill, you notice that the two things on the center of this force field, they look like something should be placed in them.
Oh. Okay. So I do think we have to find something to put inside the
Okay.
keyholes. We'll go with keyholes for now.
Yeah, we can do that, mate.
So
I think I have a better idea. Step back.
I don't know that trying to destroy it will work, but sure.
It never hurts to try, mate. Alright. I know just the ability. Did that do anything?
It appeared it did nothing. It looks like it did nothing.
Christ. It's bloody tough, it is. At least now we know. We can't just brute force our way through.
No, most,
I
at
guess
least
that's-
bard tales that I've heard of tombs like this, they have
Yeah.
keys and general tricks of how to get through things.
Right, right.
Yeah, I guess we can check some of these other paths. Looks like there's a few. There's actually looks like there is a door up there in the corner that we didn't come through as well.
I suggest we check the dragon skull. That's
Yeah,
over
we
yonder.
can-
It sticks out like a sore thumb, it does. Look at that beauty. Christ's sake.
There might be some paintings over there, which I believe was one of the clues
Mm.
in the room over there.
It did
Right.
mention, that was the second clue, I think. Hallway of paintings.
Yeah.
What do you want to do first
we have a
then?
door on the side there.
Investigate
Let's
this.
investigate this place. We're already here.
Right.
It at least I don't think mentioned anything about this, but I
Mhm.
suppose there's no reason not to look around. If information is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
I spy with my non-existent eyes. A treasure chest.
Yeah.
Ain't this a nice change of scenery, mates?
Mm,
Quite beautiful indeed.
Yeah.
not entirely sure if that's safe to walk through.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hmm. Maybe there's a way for us to hop across. Because that treasure chest has my name on it.
Might be able to get around the side, but I don't know.
Right. What about over here?
Yeah, this seems to just go into another section as well. Some runes on the stones. That looks like a dead end.
Drawing the money. Nothing over yonder, mates.
Mm,
Okay, yeah, that's a dead end.
Ugh.
should we try the
So we
paintings
just
then?
spent ages digging out snow. Yeah, I think let's go look at that place, and unless you want to really try to get to that treasure chest, but well, I guess we could check the water. But I don't know if it would be safe. I can do this.
I got an idea. I'm just gonna pick up a rock and just toss it in the water. Any reaction?
The rock. Nope, the rock just sinks to the bottom, and looks completely fine.
Let me try this. I will poke my sword, which is made of blood, in, so if organic things would be affected.
Your sword is completely fine. Completely, nothing seems to happen to the sword.
Okay. Well, it didn't affect my blood, but
Good
So-
enough for me, mates. Just start popping over.
your decision.
Alright. You gonna start poking the chest with his sword? See if there's like a reaction. This could be a mimic.
There's no reaction. It feels like wood. Like it feels like a wooden chest.
Alright. He's gonna jam his sword and pry it open like a crowbar. Yeah. Should have seen that coming.
Are
Is there
you
anything inside
alright?
the chest?
You saw nothing as it automatically closes back down, but you saw nothing as it went to close the lid.
It's a dud. Ugh.
Probably a trap,
Look further in, mates.
just 'cause it's out in the open.
Yeah.
I don't know that we should let him go alone, but also
Yeah.
I admit I have a slight fear of water. I used to be a paper golem, so
Oh.
You see a
Yeah, we
bunch
should
of
be able to
stone
just
and rock
Stay around the
completely
side.
fill the area. It's just an empty cavern.
Dead end, mate.
Yeah, looks like it's a dead end as well. So probably we can go back and check out that room to the side.
Splendid idea indeed.
If there are paintings there, it might be our way in.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Just gonna look down here real quick. Yeah, it looks just to go down. I don't know if we care to travel off that way too far when
Where are
looks to be
the
paintings over this way.
paintings you mentioned?
Let's
That
stick
looks
to the
like,
objective, mates.
In this
Ah.
side room.
It was, in a hallway of paintings, a door is your way through.
Well, there's a door and a hallway of paintings, but
I
Also,
got a bad feeling
very
about this,
sharp
mates.
blades that look very scary.
Right.
yeah.
You can start poking the blades. See if they activate.
The blades stay in place.
It
All
could
right.
be pressure activated.
Yeah, it could-
Just stay low, mates.
I
crouching
can't get as low as you can.
Over here.
let's just see what happens.
Right. Just gonna ready a sword in case anything happens. One down.
Oh boy.
See, that wasn't too bad.
Oh boy.
I am not a small person. And that makes me very scared in this one case.
Yeah.
You seem to be doing fine, well enough.
Though, to be fair, I'm always scared, so that makes sense.
And this goes back to where we were. It
Uh,
looks like prison cells. to the
Oh, look at
side,
those. That's
potentially some other types of
a little
traps.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Well,
But
there's,
these are
two
a hallway of paintings.
doorways.
This bloke's seen better
Mhm.
days.
So, yeah. Where's your way?
You can start pressing against this door. See if it opens.
Ooh,
Alright. Now we know.
maybe we need to, prepare for most doors.
I'm just glad I'm wearing this armor. Otherwise, I probably would have been a Gonda.
Yeah, and this could. I mean, it's a doorway. I'm gonna look at paintings here. See if they move or anything.
They move, but only from the bottom, as it's nailed to the top.
Hmm.
You gotta click as you move in that painting. And another click here, and then you see the wall slowly move towards the left. One second while I respawn the walls.
Nice.
Good on you, mate. You solved it.
Yeah, seems... Okay, what was our next thing? Hallway of paintings, trail of red signs.
It looks like some kind of barracks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ain't you a lovely sight? Just gotta pick up this bottle, open it, take a whiff.
It smells.
What is it?
It smells like really old alcohol.
You know they say, better in age. Starts drinking a bit.
Oh!
Christ, how strong is this?
That would be a problem. That would be what we call a problem.
All right, let's go. Oh, you know how to fight, bookworm.
Well, I've seen other people do it before. Does that count? No, not really.
It's better than nothing.
This is kind of the best I can do, in most cases.
All right. I think it's over.
Yay, yay.
As the body falls, you see red ichor ooze out of the armor, and also it drops his weapon.
That might be important later. I remember that mentioning, stab the door with your weapon. That could be the weapon.
Sword. Guess I'll hold on to this for now.
Hmm.
Trail of red signs.
Is there anything here of note?
There's the red face, but I don't know if that was just what summoned the thing or not. Oh, this could be what you need to open the door.
It could be part of it.
The one down there, we might need a second one.
It did seem like there were multiple slots.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna take a look at this.
The skull, inside the skull, you see red ichor.
There's more of the red ichor. We maybe are looking for more of that to find out where to go.
The only other thing
Trail
of
of red.
note that I see is the hatchway, but that could also very easily just be a trap.
That is true.
So I guess being well prepared to touch it.
Yep.
That would be another one. Okay,
Should've
well,
seen that one coming.
we technically did, but we decided to
I
do it
did.
anyways.
Right.
Okay.
The only other thing I can think to do in here is maybe take a look at some of the books, if information is what we're looking for.
Yeah. Definitely a good idea.
You check out the books. I'll check out the chests.
Just be careful with them.
Let's open this one first.
Cool. Take a book.
The chest is empty. As Quill, as you look through the books, it appears to be all. Each page has a sigil on it. It all looks like. Each sigil looks like it's a powerful spell, but you don't know which one. You're not sure which spell.
I'll just kind of look through the different books and stuff.
Yeah, each book has a sigil. Same thing.
Okay.
Sigils on each page.
Open this chest now.
They seem like maybe spell books.
Just sword handles. You see a
Can't
bunch
tell
of
exactly
sword
what spells they would be,
handles and
though.
sword.
Another dud.
So no information on
I
what actually could have happened
Check out
here.
all the other chests.
Yeah.
Same thing. Just sigils on each page.
Nothing of note that I can tell. It just seems like sigils. Though it is an odd amount of
Looks like we
spell
are-
books.
Yeah, it's a lot of spell books, and it was in a hidden room. So. Let's go
I
with that.
wanna keep you kind of close. In case of
Mhm.
spice. So we might have one key to the puzzle.
Yeah, I can try putting this in the door,
Mm.
or we could just leave it here for now. I don't know.
It may not work with only one of them, but we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does say weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that we have to go through other areas to find other weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Trail of red. It's green.
Let's see if it fits through the slot.
The weapon. The blade of the weapon breaks and turns into tiny shards.
Oh.
However, you also hear
Well, seems to have done something.
I think that would be the first, then.
Yeah.
All right.
So 3 more? Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess let's check some of these other routes then.
Is there any other rooms we haven't checked yet besides the sewers, mates? Because I'm not looking forward to going through there.
There's a doorway up there. Those might be blocked off doorways. And there is the one path going down.
Right.
So those are our 3 options.
Yeah. So we can we can avoid the sewer for now. We can maybe check this upper corner.
I second that, mates.
Keep our feet dry for as long as possible.
And that's coming from the 2 people who do have shoes.
Yeah. I mean, your feet will dry up quicker without shoes.
That is true, but I will also be much more susceptible to diseases. By all technicality.
Yeah. There's a fire path.
It did mention
No, that was one of them.
stay under the
Under
fire and away from the wall. So I guess stay.
So crawl under this.
Oh, great.
Instead of
Fire.
going
I'll
along
volunteer
the
to go
side.
first, mates.
So one would assume stay away from walls and stay very much under the fire.
Yeah.
Oh. And there's problems.
Christ.
Oh. RP
Yeah.
pause. DM die.
Yeah.
RP pause.
Yeah.
RP pause.
Rip.
I noticed.
RP card.
Yeah, we got the lever.
Passing it in. Passing it in. Whipping. Nay-naying. Where's my water? This is a perfect time for a water break.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
I guess I just have to hold my position here.
Died. It's okay. It happens. Here. Have some.
Stop adjusting my helmet. Nah, cool.
Where is it? Where is it? DMCA free? Elevator music.
This song reminds me of a summer's day.
I have so much DMCA free elevator music.
Why?
For this exact purpose.
When I did another RP, before the start of RP, during the pre-lobby, we would always just jam out.
See a little jig.
But also, it just comes free with voice mods, so.
Oh.
Perfect for filling silence.
Here on out.
Ah, yes, elevator RP.
Going up. Hours of fun.
Serious RP.
Vibe. Boop, beep,
He
boop.
still hasn't returned. Oh no.
Might take a minute.
Lost in the great dark as real life.
You can.
Is there anything in particular you guys want to talk about while we wait? I don't know, hobbies, life goals, etc., etc.
Y'all have any cool shows you're watching right now?
Cool show.
I just finished watching She-Ra on Netflix for the second time.
I haven't watched that yet.
It's very good. I highly recommend it.
Currently,
I
I'm
haven't
going
watched
through
too
the
much
Lord of the
recently.
Rings trilogy.
Oh,
It's
have you
editions.
seen them before? Or is it your first time?
No, it's not my first time.
My
It's my 5th time, in fact.
my dog's names are Samwise, Frodo, and Precious. The second two we adopted with those names. The first one, who's my dog, Samwise, we named him that. So when we adopted the other two, we were like, it's fate. They're named Frodo and Precious. We have to.
Yeah.
I was considering whether to name
Those
my
first
cat
questions.
Golem.
Yeah. He's back. He's coming.
He's back.
Oh my god.
Yep.
The small talk.
It worked.
Yeah, we can get killed by traps some more now.
Yeah. I love traps.
Woo, traps.
Trap.
What did I do wrong? I stayed away from the walls and I was under the fire, wasn't I?
You might have stayed by the wrong wall. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe more under the fire.
I believe that is
Very under the
That
fire.
really have to be on.
Get on the floor.
Against the
Crawl.
floor.
Crawl.
Should have pulled a stop.
Hello, Spring. Thank you so much for Sobby. Yeah.
Been better.
In the box. Hello, welcome back, Green Random.
The box will definitely get caught on fire.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were still in character.
No, we had broken character and paused RP for you.
Okay. Hey, thank you for waiting. So, yep, cards up in 3, 2, 1.
Ugh. Well, that bloody hurt. I wonder what I did wrong. For sure, I stayed away from the walls and didn't touch the fire.
I'm not
It could
sure.
actually just be one wall. Stay under the fire and away from the wall, so maybe avoid the left wall and be under this fire more.
Right. I'll do just that, mate.
Oh boy.
Christ's sake.
Okay,
Well,
that is
either.
not the answer. Are you are you okay?
I'm fine. Just give it one moment. Ugh. Well, at least I made it through.
Yeah. I guess take a look over there for a bit. I'm not sure what.
There could be another fight though.
Oh, true. Be
Whatever
careful.
comes out, I can handle it.
Are you sure? Normally you'd
Master after all.
split don't split the party. Oh.
Is there anything? Stay under the fire, away from the wall. I don't see what else it would be. That is almost certainly going to summon another monster.
That is probably a trap. Stay under the fire, stay away from the wall. Maybe you're supposed to stay away from this wall versus this wall? But then that would defeat the point of staying under the fire.
But
Because the
yeah.
fire's there. And sadly, we're not covered
you
in
just went for it.
armor, so
Yeah. Okay.
I got it.
really, there's just nothing. Oh, that's way too easy. Oh, I'm very concerned. That's almost more scary.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go again, I guess.
How is that all?
I'm
Oh,
gonna slide the sword all the way to you guys, so. Damn it.
oh.
Okay.
Can't get it.
You just gotta fucking run. Through the fire. Well, it looks like that worked. Alright.
How was it that easy? I am so scared.
Yeah.
Now I feel like something's gonna
Careful when
happen.
you go out
There-
here.
I feel like there's gonna be consequences. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, mates. Let's keep going.
I have anxiety. Sorry. I mean, it's not technically diagnosed, but I'm well aware of it.
Right. Let's insert that blade in the slot.
Did you see anything else in the room when you were in there?
Huge barrels. And a couple of books, mates.
Right. Beep, beep, beep.
Alright. 2 more to go, I guess.
Well, there's 2 more places to go, so
Yeah.
water or down first. We're closer to water, but it's also water.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one was up there, so I don't have much of an opinion either way. I mean, we are closer to this one, so I guess.
You want to leave it to a vote, just to be sure.
Or, sure.
I vote to go on the other path, mates.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll save that one.
Save the water
Save
for
the dirty
last.
work for last.
It would make you smell for less amount of time.
We don't want to attract unwanted attention, mates.
There is
Over
maybe
here.
another gate over there, but I'm not sure. This is the thing I saw earlier. That's like smoke.
It doesn't mention anything about smoke. Maybe, be careful about what you're breathing in.
clock.
Oh, it is. A clock
there's a
is
clock on
mentioned.
it.
Don't wait for the, don't wait on the clock. Turn it all to 9.
Turn it all to 9.
Oh, and that's a terrible place for a clock. Oh my gods.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. So my only theory, as far as what this could do, is turning all of the clock hands to 9. However, I would assume if we mess it up, the Iron Maiden will probably close.
Yeah.
So, that's my theory. Also, I would be careful of the grate because we don't know how long that the hinges have been there, and it could open
There's some books.
at any weight. I will look at the books. Because that seems like a good idea.
Again, book full of sigils, and they look like the same ones as the last one you saw.
It's the same as before. So I guess
Some
a
more
lot of the
spellbooks.
same research. It seemed almost like the same sigils even.
Potentially researching a specific spell.
Possibly. Well, there's our clock.
Yeah.
You guys want to pull straws or something?
I mean, I could put up some walls to make it unlikely that it could get closed.
It could at least give him, give one of us more time if it does start to open, a slight amount of time to react to it. Or it could also set it off.
Yeah.
I could try adjusting the clock with my sword from arm's reach,
I mean, that
just to be safe.
probably is the safest way to go about it. Are there any
All right, then.
clocks? Nah, just this one, it looks like.
Well, the only theory I have, like I said, is probably to turn all of the clock hands to 9.
Yeah, both hands to 9.
All right. I'll get right on that then. Start adjusting with the sword to 9. Come on.
Okay.
Why does
Well.
it feel like I'm the other one setting off all these traps, mates?
Well, I think you're the bravest one among us. Oh,
Take that as a compliment.
that is a compliment. You're also covered in armor.
Right.
The handle resets back to 12.
Huh.
Well, that wasn't the answer.
Is there anything else in here with numbers?
Not that I can tell. I mean, there's like your device, but doesn't have numbers specifically.
I wonder what lies underneath here, mates.
A large fall, at least?
Yeah.
It's making that noise.
Not sure.
Maybe it's coming from down below.
Might be.
You gonna grab a rock? Just toss it in.
The hole's so far down, you can't even hear the rock hit the floor.
Very sick.
Ooh. Yep. A large fall. Which is about what I expected.
Maybe it has to be touched by someone, not a tool, but
It might be.
Fine, I'll do it.
seems to.
I am wearing armor after all.
I mean,
Go ahead.
if you'd like to, it was technically my idea, so if you would prefer, I can do it, but I will scream.
No, mate. No, mate, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
After the
Alright.
Maybe move both of them at the same time as well.
Same time. Same time, mate.
Is there 2 or 3? Some clocks have
two
seconds.
handles.
Alright. I'll do what you just suggested, mate. To do at the same time, all the way to 9. Alright.
So that's not it either.
I think there's something underneath here.
You're unable to lift it, but as soon as you touch the plate on the ground, you hear a ticking sound.
Oh,
Alright, let's set off something.
I was gonna try and look at the clock and see if there's any changes.
It was moving a bit when he went and touched the plate, but then when he stopped touching it, it reset back to 12.
That's how you have to change it, I bet.
Alright.
I guess we'll hold his hand and try to see if it starts to turn it towards 9.
It is slowly turning towards 9. It's currently at 5. Both hands are moving at the same time.
I have a somewhat bad feeling about this.
Do you want to force it to be 9 while it's turning instead of waiting? That is what the clue says. Don't wait on the clock.
Both hands have reached 9.
Did I do it?
Both the handles are starting to reset back to 12.
Christ's sake.
Don't wait on the clock. Turn it all to 9. I don't know. I don't know exactly what we would be doing wrong. Is there any other clocks?
Doesn't seem like it.
Because saying it turn it all to 9, that implies that it's not just one. or 2. Then it would be just turn it to 9.
Mm-hmm.
I got an idea. Press it again. Trust me. Okay, we're gonna do this until it turns all the way to 9. And when that happens, I'm gonna use this skill. Let go now.
5, 4. The handles are frozen, but oh, you let go of it. Okay, never mind. The handles are indeed frozen in place.
Does that work?
Nothing appears to be happening.
Alright. I guess that wasn't the solution at all. Sorry.
Are we sure it's at 9?
The handles are indeed at 9.
Alright. It's at 9, but nothing seems to be happening. I guess we can't cheat it. Done.
This might not be the only room with a clock. At least that's the only thing I can assume at this point. Oh, wait. I guess maybe we look around for another clock?
You want to go through the sewers and come back here later?
Yeah, we could
Give
do
us
that
some time
too.
to think about it.
Sure. Maybe we'll find another clock down there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody well hope.
Should we try checking the other cell door? It would make sense that maybe the 2 rooms would be across from each other.
Yeah, we could check out.
Alright.
Because it might be that maybe we both have, we have to do it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
If there's multiple clocks.
Oh, come
I
on.
think this is just where the sewer comes to.
Oh.
Well, someone's having a bloody laugh at us. Christ's sake.
There has to be something more to it. We have to be missing something. I'm just not sure what.
Mm-hmm.
There's another room just beyond the sewers, mates.
Maybe, but I think spatially this lines up.
It doesn't hurt to try.
It doesn't.
We're gonna stick against the wall, mates.
The water smells of rotten. The water smells of dead bodies.
Christ.
Yeah, this looks to just loop around.
I think you're right.
Careful of the ceiling. I kind of see some loose rocks, but I'm not sure.
Back to where we started.
Uh,
That was a bloody waste of time.
Okay, so we've got things from the paintings. We've got things from the fire. So there's red signs, which actually there were red runes up in the ice room.
Maybe
And then
that's the way we
clock.
go. I guess we try that next. And then maybe we try the clock.
Yeah.
The order
Those runes.
lines up better. Paintings, then red signs, but
That,
we did already go out of order with the fire.
Mm-hmm.
But that might have explained why
All the traps in the
it
fireplace.
set them off.
Still. Yeah.
Because it's possible we're meant to do this in order.
Mm-hmm.
And we just happened to get through the fire one anyways. Through
Yeah.
good old brute force. And someone who's surprisingly very good at handling pain. I'm very impressed by you.
It's all thanks to the armor. Trust me. I would have been dead for sure if it wasn't for this contraption. Here we are back again.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Guess I'll try and see if there's anything written on the doorway. I'll look and see if there's anything written along the sides or anything.
You don't see any writing on the walls.
There's nothing written, but this is where the trail leads. I guess I could try and read the runes, but they seem relatively basic. I'll try and just inspect the runes and see if they say anything. Or if he can even read them.
They don't appear to be of any language. It just looks like a weird symbol. Looks like a strange symbol.
I'm not sure that they say anything, so it is probably that this trail is leading us to there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure what to do with there.
I got an idea, mates.
Is it breaking through?
Something along those lines.
Oh, it's fire.
All right.
Melting.
Maybe we can melt the snow away.
Careful, we don't know if the statues will come to life. I wouldn't be surprised.
Try melting it.
The snow is melting. And underneath the snow is the stone.
All right.
Do you see any words?
It leads to nowhere, mates. Just stone.
Mm-hmm.
It says they're supposed to be answers here, I think.
There are no inscriptions. However, there does appear to be some red ichor leaking from inside a stone.
That's very unpleasant.
It's more of that stuff. Trail of red signs will give you the answers to my hole. Maybe it doesn't necessarily mean to lead them there.
He's gonna start touching these things.
Oof.
come on. Well, we can't touch them.
Maybe it's a pattern. It doesn't seem like any language. But it could be a pattern of some kind.
I'm completely stumped. Hmm.
He'll try and see if he can see any kind
What if
of
we try
pattern
destroying
to
the
them at all.
eggs?
That might not be the best idea.
It doesn't seem to be a pattern, just all strange symbols.
I don't know. They don't really make any sense. I have an idea. Maybe the books, maybe they weren't spell books. Maybe they were a pattern. If these are a pattern, then that might be the pattern. I don't know. But it seems weird that there would be that many books of the exact same runes with no clear language.
We're gonna have to take a look.
I guess so. It's the only thing I can think of at this point. That's what I was kind of thinking. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Down here are probably the closest ones.
Yeah, they seemed like the same kind. So. Might as well. I'll try to check the books and see if they're the same pattern.
The sigils are not the same pattern. However, you do see, or near a chair, you do see a map laid out.
Well, it's not the books, but this might be something.
The map appears to be schematics of the tomb, and there's red X's. There are 5 red X's. One in the room that's shooting out fire. It was like I guess Evil Angel, where Evil Angel got the sword. Another one at the giant force field door. A third at the a third in this room. It's the X is right at the plate near the clock. The fourth is where the hidden room where the paintings were, and the fifth one is where the 2 statues in the rooms of red symbols are.
From what I can tell, this is all of the areas that we've found puzzles, so I think this is the statue, so it has something to do with the statues. Which would make sense with the Ichor, so I don't think... So this has something to do with the plate, and I think that has something to do with
Mm-hmm.
the statues. So
Yeah, yeah.
I guess we can look at those statues more closely. Or you could try
Yeah, I
and
think
keep
the statues are
melting
where we
away
are
the
here, so we
snow.
could look at this too. Yeah, maybe checking the
Watch it.
statues closer.
If we are supposed to do it in order, then we might want to do that first, but I don't know if we're supposed to do it in order.
Yeah.
Because we managed to do the fire one, even if it was a little bit unconventional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I wasn't sure, because he didn't say that they were the same symbols. And I would assume he would kind of tell me I recognize them since I've seen them twice. But you never know. Okay, so we figure this out. And in theory, there should be answers. Past it, which could tell us more about the clock, maybe?
Just gonna start examining this statue here.
You see,
Backs of what it looks like.
it's mostly made of stone except for one wooden one wooden joint sticking out.
This looks a bit odd. He's gonna try to grab the wooden joint. Just tug it back.
The wooden joint is physically somewhere on the statue.
The
Alright.
behind.
Oh, alright.
There's two.
Just gonna grab it.
You know, it's you can't pull it out, but it seems like you're able to pull it down or up.
Just pull it down.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'll pull this one over here.
As you pull it down, you hear.
Okay, seems like that did something.
Made a racket, that's for sure.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go.
Give you some time to prepare at least.
Get ready. It's as big as the last one.
Bigger weapon, though.
Yeah. You're still reeling to go?
Seems like it. Oh,
That
Like
did
a-
it.
last hurrah. Are you okay? That seemed like it
Fine.
might hurt.
I know just the remedy. Look what we have here, mates.
Our
Yeah,
next one.
more.
But what did it mean
So it
about the
doesn't leave-
answers?
Yeah, that just leaves the clock room.
I don't see anything new, so...
I wonder what would happen if we pulled them up instead of down. The two levers.
Yeah, not sure.
Either activates a
Gotta
trap
find out,
or
mates.
something else. You can try if you both want to. Or I guess if we all want to.
We can try flipping them.
All
It
right.
might be a trap.
Maybe a trap.
It's gonna...
There's always the off chance. It may lead to another clue, mates.
Mhm.
Just gonna pull all the way up this time. Did that do anything?
Mm. Doesn't seem to have.
Well,
May just have.
at least now we know.
Either way. Yeah.
Well, we have at least one more weapon, so... Now that just leaves the clock,
I
if we
guess
can
we
figure it
can-
out.
Go check the clock room.
Or we should go to the main lobby and insert this in the slot just to be safe.
I mean, we can.
There's always
But
the off chance we may lose it accidentally, mates.
Possible.
I guess.
Not a bad idea. There hasn't seemed to be any problem with, putting them in so far.
Mhm.
Remember, be careful of the grates.
Mhm. Okay.
One left.
Let's use the last room.
Clock time. Hopefully, I'm right about the order and it helps somehow, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Might be totally wrong.
Just let's try to be a little more optimistic here, mates.
I will try to be cautiously optimistic.
Hello?
So the X pointed towards the plate, so it must have something to do with it. I mean, obviously it does, so...
And so the plate turns the clock. The clue is don't wait on the clock, though. So do we want to turn the things while the plate's being touched? Or... I mean, I guess we can try just letting it get to 9 again, but that seemed to just reset afterwards.
Guess we can try.
Yeah.
See if anything changed. We do. Oh, okay, he's there.
You're taking, however, the two hands of the clock are still frozen to 9.
Ah.
Oh. I need this now. Let's take out a sword and start tapping the clock. See if it does anything.
It's gonna.
Step back, mates.
Did it just break?
All right.
The ice has chipped away.
Oh, there we go. Is it still stuck at 9? Or is it reverting?
Oh, yeah, the hands are reverting back to 12.
Should be able to work now, mates.
Remind me to take my pills, Chet. In just a minute. Okay, I'll try again. Maybe see if anything else happens around the room. I'll see what happens if we don't stop it at 9.
Seems to have stopped, mates.
Seems like.
Yeah, so I went around and went back to 12, I guess.
Oh, 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 oh.
Here we go again.
Well, I guess that worked. Guess we just need to wait a little longer.
Apparently.
There's the sword. Not really a smart choice to challenge me on a one-on-one, mate. You look at that. You licked me, mate. I don't appreciate that.
Okay.
Wait, grab it.
He's gonna try to grab the sword before it falls into the pit.
Christ, that was close. Ugh.
Okay. Well, that's the 4th one. Oh. I almost had a heart attack. If it was
any danger, mate, because I'm here.
I appreciate that.
Now let's go and open that bloody door.
Yeah.
Pills here. While we're walking, I'll try to shimmy my pills out. Boop. 1 pill. Gotta get the other one. The other one's a harder one because one's in a pill bottle, the other one's in a little thingy. Where are you? Where are you? Other pills? There you are. Hello. Okay. Pushy the pill. Pushy. Pushy. There we go. 2 pills. Water. Water.
All right,
Pills taken. Thank you, Chap.
everyone. Get in positions. You never know what might come out, mates.
Mm.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just inserts it in.
The doors slowly open up.
There's another one down there.
Be on guard. It's one of them nights.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it's not moving for now.
Yeah, might just be guarding that side room.
If he doesn't bother us, we won't bother him.
Just keep an eye on the back. Because if it does move, then we don't want to be caught unaware.
I got you covered, mates. Something. Hey, mate.
Oh, that would be a thing. That would be a thing.
Looks like we just came across the final boss. Christ.
And it looks like the other one's moving. Ooh.
Shooting out projectiles, mates.
Ow.
Find cover. I got just the thing.
I can try and keep this up to provide some kind of cover. Just back up if you need it.
Right. Man, this guy's bloody tough.
Ooh. Careful, the other one's moving.
Christ.
And now moving very fast. Ooh. Ah.
I'll handle the big bloke.
Behind.
Quill, it appears that your attack is barely phasing the giant armor thing.
That doesn't seem like that's doing very much. It might be more resistant to magic. I'll try and cover him then, if you think you have this handled.
Okay.
Get away from that. Thanks for the cover.
I can't hold it up for too long.
Damn
Back
it
up.
again. I wonder what it keeps it off.
Careful of damaging the area around.
I'll keep that in mind. Now. Damn it. Seems like this guy's leaving me little choice.
The body falls, and it crumbles apart. However, there are two remaining items left intact, and that's its eyes.
Ugh. I think I activated my trump card prematurely, mates.
Maybe.
Ugh.
Or maybe not. I would assume
Drop something.
the eyes are probably
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, see.
This is, the end of what we know, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, there's another wall over there, and there's a skull. I almost wonder if we're supposed to put those in there, or if they're meant to go in some kind of keyhole over here.
The eyes are still on the ground.
Just gonna grab one, pick it up.
As you pick it up, you do see something inside the eye. It looks
Right.
it looks like memories quickly flashing by.
Well, this is strange. I think I'm
What?
experiencing someone's memories while I'm looking at this thing.
Well, that could be what we were here to get. Memories of the person who made this place.
My final goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Here, catch. Just gonna toss it at
Oh,
you.
oh, oh. Please be careful.
I'm gonna go check the treasure chests.
That's gone so well so far.
5th time's the charm, mate. Let's go. Same as before. Crowbar opened the damn chest. Jackpot.
Where'd it go?
Where'd the ruby go?
1 second.
I found, mates. A giant ruby.
Wow. Well, you were right.
What did you
Fifth
say?
time's the charm.
Split it 3 ways. Between us folks.
Seems to be another big gem.
There's also some other treasures around. That I can tell.
Mhm. It looks like some gold around.
Is that what I think it is? Oh, that is what I like to see, mates.
If I'm honest, I have a lot more interest in the knowledge, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right. Different strokes for different folks, I say.
Mm.
What's that above the throne? Seems like some sort of accessory.
Yeah, let's see.
Looks like an emerald held by a giant gold crown.
Fancy crown. Some more gold over there too.
Looks so good eating tonight, boys.
Yeah, I guess we can take this with us and bring the eyes back to the
Mm.
person who hired us.
I can put the eyes in my bag if you need to carry those too.
Yeah.
Just gonna shove these items in his bag of holding.
I do want to check over the skull over there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Yeah, and there was a room to the side too.
just to see if there's anything else? But seems like we've reached the end.
Right.
Yeah, so far.
As a general question, do you have any bandages? I did get hit a couple times.
Yes.
You would see that
Who
his
you
blood
hit?
is blue and glowing and almost floating away from him from a couple of wounds that he got.
Okay, we're gonna go with traditional. Because I don't know if I can affect that. That'll seal those up.
Not sure.
Yeah, usually I
blood's
can
supposed to be that
manipulate
color,
people's
mate.
blood, but
Yeah, it is.
That's
It's
good.
mana.
Mana. Are you made out of magic or something, mate?
Something like that. I used to be a construct. Now, not so much.
Interesting indeed. Let's talk more about that after we leave this hellhole, mate.
yeah, we can check the skull in the other room and see if there's anything else around. But
I meant
we
this
got what we
skull
came here
here.
for. Yeah, that's
I almost
Skull here,
wonder
and
if
the line
maybe
right across.
that my like trap and puzzled brain is wondering if maybe we're supposed to put the eyes somewhere, or if that's just what we're here for.
And
We
actually,
can always
there's
check
some
this
books in
room
the
out
room over
first.
there too.
Okay.
I think we just found the wine cellar.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be much beyond the books.
Oh, trap.
Oh, come on!
Well, that makes sense.
Right. twist the faucet. See if there's any wine.
Blood starts pouring down.
Very appetizing.
That looks a bit thick to be wine.
Yeah.
Apparently these barrels
Yeah,
are
that's
full of
definitely
blood,
not
mates.
wine.
Oh, that's a large content of blood. That's an uncomfortable amount of
Right.
blood, actually. Maybe they were a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm almost hoping that that's the answer,
well,
and not that they were like some kind of mass murderer who just collects blood.
Yeah.
The book shows a bunch of. It's a log of a bunch of names, often, and it lists their place of origin. And it lists their birthday to time of death.
This seems like logs of
Anything
people.
of note?
I mean, if they're interested in information, these is a form of information.
Yeah.
We could bring them with us.
Probably worth taking with.
That, or honestly, I can just... if I skim them over, I could technically copy them. But it would probably
Right.
be a lot shorter time-wise to just bring them with us.
Yeah, I don't know if there's
Just
any
put it in my
reason to
bag
leave
of
them
holding,
behind.
mates.
Can bring it with, I think, is probably for the best.
Right.
Either of you have a bag that can hold all of them? Mine can't.
Right here.
Okay. Here.
Just gonna start shoving these books in.
They're either citizen logs or something else. It shows their birth dates and their deaths, from what I can tell. Which, if it was just like a donation or a string of murders, then it would probably not show their birth dates. So I assume it's some kind of citizenship, or people who worked here, maybe. I'm not sure.
That's all of the mates.
The ledger.
So I guess just the big ol' skull and barrier.
Yeah.
And then we're out of here. You see any slots?
No, behind his barrier just looks like a bunch of fallen rocks. Fallen rocks and stones.
I don't see much point in going over there, so I think we've got what we came for.
Okay.
Let's start making our way out, mates.
Mm.
Sounds good. Don't forget about the grates. I almost stepped on.
You know,
that.
don't. Just because it's probably over doesn't mean the traps won't still activate. Because they probably will.
This is where we came, right?
Yep.
Okay, and cards down. That's all I have for you.
Hooray!
Yeah, mission accomplished.
Ooh. Yo, yo,
That
yo,
was a trap.
yo, yo.
Okay. Yes. Sorry about it. So, like, at the end there of the treasure. Sorry, I had to like spawn in those things again because I
It's
couldn't
okay.
hit clear all items.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah, because what I meant to do was I meant to lift it out of the treasure chest. However, it just wouldn't let me grab it. So I was like, I'd spawn another one and had to hit clear all items. I'm like, good thing we're at the end.
Same thing.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why the one at the snow statue with snow on it, had to use a spear because we were trying to get the sword, but in the wall, but. you couldn't grab it.
Yeah.
Fun times.
All right.
All right, so you guys, okay, you guys never figured out. I told you, the inscription you couldn't trust in the mission post. It said you couldn't trust his words. Like Varia is not someone you could trust.
Yeah.
So the way you're supposed to go about it was the inscription was all leads you to a trap. So you have to follow the opposite of what it says in order to get the
Oh.
key item.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we were reading it too literal. Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't see you guys ever caught on. Like you
Yeah.
kept trying to follow the inscription as like word from word.
Yeah. Small adventure brains.
Yep.
I mean,
I was oh god.
Oh yeah. So the only thing that was noteworthy that Juno wanted is the eyes because he wanted information specifically on Calvaria's past.
Yeah.
The eyes held all of his past there. The books are just just people who died in here, pretty much. Just like to keep the log, and also the same with
Yeah.
like Calvaria really he used blood for a lot of stuff. Oh, also I'm not sure if you picked it up. The armored guys, they were animate armor, specifically helmed horrors, and helmed horrors are very resilient to force damage and arcane damage. So
Which is what I'm capable of.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, that was the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like because in I never played D&D before, but I do like to look at Monster Man and stuff, and I did see the helmed horrors are like a red body, and I just assume when they die, it just leaks out that
Yeah.
the red body becomes like a nick or something. I just assumed that, so that's why I said like, yeah, you see red ichor group out. It's helmed horror's body. So yeah, mission accomplished, and y'all. I guess y'all. I guess y'all. You might as well us now. How will we split the treasure amongst you? Because it's 12 gold bars and 3 like jeweled items.
Let's split it 3 ways evenly.
Okay, 3 ways even. Just so I know how to do in the quest news.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and I guess just to make sure you do give the eyes to the quest giver, correct?
Yeah.
It is something I do. Okay.
Quill might
Okay.
inspect them on the way there, just to kind of like out of curiosity. But
Okay, yeah.
give
If you
them-
stare into them, you just see a bunch of the Kavaria's memory. So I guess what you make out of it is you see his journey becoming a sorcerer, then turning himself into a lich, and then eventually a demi-lich. Oh yeah, I guess that wasn't obvious. The giant stonehead thing was a demi-lich. That's what it was supposed to be.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep. So you would just see that journey of his.
nice.
And it happened, yeah, I guess you wouldn't know the time frame, but it happened a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Definitely not in modern age. Yeah, I don't know, I guess any questions about the...
No, not really, no. No
Good
question.
mission. Good
Thank you.
puzzle. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I already told Sal about this. I'm curious you guys know about this. Do you guys, this mission was inspired by a video I saw about the Tomb of Horrors from like an old D&D adventure. It was like a D&D adventure. Yeah, because the title, the intention, the title video was Tomb of Horrors, like the worst D&D adventure ever. And I'm like, what? So I saw it, and like he said, like because the dungeon was touted to be like level 20 event dungeon, but for a level 20 party. But when we actually try to put in practice, both him as a DM and the players had like a miserable time because the traps were all like there was no like saving throws running them, so it could just be just instant death or teleport back and remove all your armor, all this weird stuff, and like also like opening a hidden door was like really obtuse. So he didn't like any of it. He was having a miserable time. So he did a second video saying like two more, like how to fix the Tomb Horror, and that's what really inspired this. Where like the Tomb Horror is he said like, in order to fix it, like cause there was an inscription in the original Tomb Horror where it's like it actually didn't really help you out at all. It just it was like a poem at the entrance, to the point where like even the entrance was difficult again. It was like secret. So he said like no, screw all like the hidden like having trouble like just enter the dungeons, make that inscription there and enter itself. And he said like the inscription he had was it's like welcome to Undo, like you come here to die, so any of these would bring you to a quick death. And then he lists out the poem to both hint at what's to come, but also like the players have to work their way backwards, like or the opposite of what it says to get through. So yeah, that's what inspired this.
I think it was neat.
Thank you.
Jay's got a dip.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for helping us. Oh, I am.
Thank you for helping.
Thank you for the RP.
Yes.
You guys
I
were
really need.
spectacular.
I was worried I wasn't gonna have anybody, so
I
yeah,
felt
thank you
so
very
bad
much.
because
You did
for
great.
some reason the spawn in for like the golden avatars, for some reason I had to reset it each time I spawned in.
Oh.
That's why the guns kept going off, because the toggle for
Yeah.
the guns turns off when you reset it. So I'm like, they can't see me. Reset. Okay, grab the sword.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the gun's going off. This server still on support. And VR chat was giving me so much shit.
Oh.
Because I know I favorited I favorited those avatars, but then when I pulled them up later, for some reason it was so VR chat hates me. Something.
Okay, well, unless we've got an after scene to do, I might go to my next RP.
Okay, yeah, that's all I have for you. So,
Oi,
You have a good one.
bye bye.
thank you guys so much for the RP.
Well,
That was very fun.
what she said. Thanks for the RP.
Achoo!
Yep.
Very good short little dungeon. Quill's baby's first dungeon. Yeah! Baby's first dungeon. Oh well, I got some XP now, and I can level up. Time to learn a new spell, maybe. And more experience. Okay. Question.